What's up guys, Barnred1 here, and it's about that time. We're a month away from E3, so what better time than now to reveal my E3 predictions for the PlayStation conference. I might do a video on Microsoft later, don't know yet. It's honestly, I don't really care that much. I mean, for them it's make or break time. For Sony it's more or less just, can you continue doing what you've been doing? Which they probably can, although the last two E3s for Sony have been some of their best, so it's going to be kind of hard for them to make one better. I don't think this will be better than the last ones we've had. It'll probably be almost as good, or hopefully just as good. I'm not expecting better, because nothing can really do that. I mean, they revealed God of War last year. They revealed Horizon the year before. Like, so, unless Sucker Punch's next game is here for sure, and it's amazing, I doubt they'll be able to do something amazing. Last of Us 2, maybe, but anyway, let's get into the list of my predictions. My first thing is Spider-Man PS4. We're gonna get gameplay, and we're gonna get the title, because, yeah, right now we're still calling this Spider-Man PS4. That's crazy that they haven't given us a title yet. So hopefully, title and gameplay. I don't even know if we're gonna get release date, because Insomniac is being very stingy with information right now. I mean, they respond saying it'll be ready when it's ready and stuff. No dates given or anything, so that's kind of crazy how, like, they don't even know when it's coming out, or they do and they're not holding it. So either way, a leak will probably reveal that, since they don't want to do it. But yeah, Spider-Man PS4 gameplay and title reveal, that's guaranteed to happen, because it's been a year since we've seen anything from this game. So yeah, hopefully that's there. Destiny 2, because while Activision doesn't have their own E3, there is going to be a Destiny 2 gameplay reveal this week on Thursday. So at E3, I wonder what they're going to show to make up, or to get people more excited, because if we get gameplay on Thursday, that's what people are waiting for E3 to see. So it's going to be interesting to see what they show. Maybe expanded look at the whole galaxy you can go through as you go through the solar system. They said it would have new planets though, so I wonder what they're going to do with that. Interesting stuff for sure to see for Destiny 2. I am kind of excited because while the first game had so many flaws, the first is one of my favorite shooters this generation so far. I mean, it was damn good, and it was like, I love sci-fi. It had you going around the whole solar system. Because that gave me a lot of things right and just screwed up a lot of things that could have been so easily done, but money, Activision, and even Bungie has shown themselves to be kind of greedy, because some of that stuff was their idea, like, then they screwed over the composer, all that. So yeah, I'm interested. I'm glad Destiny 2 is coming to PC. PlayStation will get the content early, which kind of sucks, but I'm still getting it on PC for that 60 frames. The only way I could see myself getting it on console is if all my friends got it on console and it was 60 frames. But right now, my one friend that likes Destiny is getting it on PC. And I am too, so I doubt that. And I doubt they'll make the game 60 just because they're leaving behind last gen, because devs love 30 frames this generation. But yeah, Destiny 2, they'll probably reveal, like, maybe the multiplayer, or maybe they'll show a raid trailer or something. Because like with the first Destiny, they showed more or less the first level of the game, but it was like in a different setup, like you were playing with friends and stuff. So we'll see. I'm just hoping Destiny 2 is a good game. Hopefully it impresses and improves upon the first one, because the first one had so much potential and it got shat on. So hopefully this one fixes that and we get a good game here. Next thing, Bloodborne 2. Apparently this is like more or less confirmed at this point. I mean, I've seen like multiple articles saying that, oh yeah, it's like 99% confirmed. I'm like, okay. Even though the creator said that he doesn't want to make any more games like that, but I guess since Sony owns they own the name Bloodborne, or the franchise. They don't own like the studio, because From Software is obviously separate, but they could have another team working on it. I doubt it. I think they would want From Software to work on it, because they're the ones that are perfecting these games. I mean, they could get like the Lord of the Fallen and the Surge dev to do one, but I don't think it'll be as good quality, so we'll see. But yeah, that's apparently been just like confirmed. So Bloodborne 2, I never beat the first one. I got to the Shadow of Yharnam and just, I can beat it. I have to go grind and get stronger, and I don't feel like playing that game anymore, to be honest. It was fun while it lasted. I beat the first boss on my first try. It's a fun game, I just don't have the patience for it. I am not patient when it comes to stuff like that. And my weakness in games is fighting more than one person at once. That boss is 3 at once, so yeah, that's just a total... I can't do that crap. I can, but I don't want to because it would take up so much time to go grind and stuff. So yeah, oh, that came up. So yeah, Bloodborne 2 most likely will happen. For those fans, I'm sure they'll be very excited because at one point in time that was like the best PS4 exclusive, I think people were saying. Yeah, I can see that. So yeah, Bloodborne 2. Sucker Punch's new IP. Now, Sucker Punch hasn't said anything since 2014. Well, scratch that. That's the last time they put out a game. They did add out PS4 Pro support for Infamous Second Son and Infamous First Light. But as far as actual game release, nothing since 2014. It's been 3 years. We don't know what they're working on. Now, a lot of insiders at Sony have already played their next game, but we don't know anything about it aside from like concept art that was kind of leaked. And it's not even really concept art. It was like put on someone's LinkedIn profile. So, Sucker Punch. I mean, you gotta be here at this point because at this point I'm honestly scared. I think they might be closing down at this point because they haven't done anything. So like I was hoping that like in their spare time, since they're not working on anything, they could have at least made like an Infamous collection to make up for lost time. Like make a game or something, remake your own game on this gen, and just sell it as a collection. Because I would buy that day one. Infamous is my favorite game of all time. Hoping they would at least do that, since they're not revealing anything about the new game yet. What are they doing? E3, hopefully. If they're not this E3, someone's gonna have to hack in and find out. Because like this is ridiculous. And I know they just hired new people last year to like lead art designer, and like they hired like a bunch of new positions last year. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know what they did for 2 years. What have they been doing? We should have got an Infamous collection or something. But yeah. So Sucker Punch has to be there. At this point, it's guaranteed to be a new IP because another Infamous game will not take that long. And the Second Son was good, and First Light was better. But I think they're done with that franchise for now, at least. I'll probably return to it in the future. And yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Sucker Punch, you gotta be here. This is ridiculous at this point. Especially since people have played it. Like, I think that article where they said they had played the game was like 2 years ago. So, like, if y'all just hired the new positions, that game was on hold for a while or something. Or they only had like a few people working on it, just like probably getting the mechanics to work correctly and all that. So yeah, that's that. And here we have a one or the other. And I say one or the other because when you think about it, both of them could actually be revealed, or only one will. Guerrilla Games could either reveal Horizon Zero Dawn DLC or Killzone 5. And here's why I say Killzone 5. There was a rumor a few months ago where a developer in the same country as them, I forget which country it is, dang it, I forget which country they're in, but there was a news article from the same country that more or less had an insider tip that they are working on a Killzone 5. And it makes sense because Shadowfall was one of the biggest, it was like the premier shooter for PS4, and it was like a really high-selling game for the PS4, and it still has a decently sized community now. Like, they have to have bots in some of the multiplayer matches, but it's still kind of a big community. Also, Killzone Shadowfall was a huge disaster as far as quality compared to the rest of the series. The graphics were fantastic, but the gameplay felt sluggish and not as free as the other ones. It lost the weight, but at the same time it felt more robotic, which didn't feel right for Killzone. And the story was just straight terrible. Like, the story was horrendous in Killzone on Shadowfall. So now they have this new rider for Horizon. That was a pretty good story. And now that the gameplay for Horizon, you can't really translate that to Killzone, but just if they made the game feel like Killzone 2 with the story rider of Horizon, keep the same graphics, there you go. That would be one of the best shooters again, because Killzone 2 is one of the best shooters last gen, easily. So just do that and we could have a great game here. And then with the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC, it's about time. They've confirmed that they're working on one. They confirmed that when they announced the sales figures for the game after 2 weeks. So, Killzone Shadowfall sequel or Horizon Zero Dawn DLC. I mean, I could see them revealing one or the other. One here at E3 and one at PSX. We'll have to see, but most likely it would be the Horizon DLC, but I don't know, because Killzone 5 would be a surprise people wouldn't expect to see coming. Now, some people probably would be like, oh, they're probably grown at it, and I can't admit, I can't blame them, because Killzone Shadowfall was that bad. But, who knows, maybe if they improve upon it, have an interesting demo this time that makes it look impressive. That was my dog barking. That makes it look impressive. People will probably still be excited for it. I know I would buy one. Well, I won't buy one blindly because I can't trust them with Killzone anymore. If it looks impressive, I would buy it. But I want a good Kill. I wanted Killzone 2 remastered, but that's not going to happen now apparently. If they can at least make something as good as Killzone 2, then I'll accept that. I'll be fine with that. So yeah, that's that. Another toss-up. This is going to be a long video. Should get more footage. Another toss-up here. Spyro remastered in the same vein as Crash Bandicoot or Jak and Daxter. And you're probably thinking, now, how the hell did you get those two? Because that's because rumors, once again, the PlayStation page in, I think it's the Netherlands, has once again put up a poster with teasing something, because they were the ones that put up that Crash Bandicoot picture before the Insane Trilogy was announced, and it happened to be true. A few days ago, they put up a picture of like PlayStation Heroes. They had Spyro up there, and it wasn't his Skylanders model. So people are thinking, oh, is Spyro about to come back? And it makes sense because with Crash, the reaction so far has been positive. People are saying they love it. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're looking at pre-order numbers and they're like, oh, dang, this is going to sell well. So maybe they're thinking, huh, Spyro might be one too. And I personally would like Spyro more than actually Crash, because I like Crash, but Spyro games are better in my opinion. I like the Spyro games on PS1 way more than the Crash games. They're just more fun. They're more impressive in a way too, because they're like almost, not open world, but like the level design is huge there. Versus Crash, you're on that straight plane you go. Spyro was just more impressive. The music in Spyro was way better. The game was just better in my opinion. I like Spyro a lot. So maybe Blue Point Games is working on Spyro the Dragon, because Blue Point is hiring for, quote-unquote, a remake of a PlayStation classic that should appeal the masses. So I'm thinking about games that like you can use that statement for. Spyro is definitely one of them. So they could be working with Activision. Activision's giving Sony permission to make this with one of their own studios. Or does Sony even own Blue Point? Maybe. They're letting Blue Point make it. So that could be one thing. Because Blue Point's known for remastering works. I mean, if they were to just remake one with better graphics, shouldn't be too hard. I don't think it would be like a whole different remake. Like, oh yeah, this is... It won't be like a Ratchet & Clank style remake. And why I say Jak and Daxter is just because that's another franchise that could fit that description. A PlayStation classic that can appeal to masses. So, we'll have to see. I think Jak, though, I had on Tech President's podcast, I was mentioning how I think Jak and Daxter could be coming back. Because they're also releasing the Jak games on PS4 through the PS2 emulator. And you get, like, Jak 1 for free with Uncharted The Lost Legacy when you pre-order it. So, why would they bring that back now? After this leak just happened of them saying, oh yeah, we're making remaking a PlayStation Classic. It could be either one. It could be either one. So, at E3, I think we're going to get one or the other for sure. Either Jak or Spyro confirmed. I don't know which one, but most likely one of them. I prefer Jak because that's just been... I wanted the Jak game bad. But it might be Spyro. And if it is Spyro, that would be cool too, because I want to play Spyro games eventually. God of War release date and some new gameplay. They revealed God of War with gameplay, so like that was one of the best reveals of a game you can do. Show gameplay. So what they'll probably do here is we'll get either a gameplay trailer or a gameplay demo, probably both. And they'll give us the release date, the official release date, which will probably be next year, maybe like May next year is when they'll probably release God of War. I don't know, maybe May next year. because a few months ago they said the game was playable from beginning to end. Now that doesn't mean no bugs or anything like that. So they're not done with it, but like they were able to play it from beginning to end. So that's a huge milestone. So yeah, probably like May next year, early next year for sure. That's it for God of War, because we've seen a lot of that already, so that's cool. They'll probably bring up some information about Detroit Become Human in Dreams. Detroit Become Human was revealed like 2 E3s ago. I forget which year exactly. They did show off a trailer at like Paris Games Week or something. The game looks cool. I mean, it's Quantic Dream. I never played one of those games before. I still need to get Heavy Rain, and I played the demo for Beyond Two Souls. Cool game. The graphics are outstanding on those games. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'll play those games before this comes out, because I don't want to just go to this one. I know they're not connected, but I don't want to just go to this one and not having played any of the other games. And they have them on PS4, so I'll pick them up eventually. Dreams, I don't really care about. Media Molecule, I really don't. So, but I do expect to see that, because they haven't said anything about that since like E3 14. Was it even 14? Like they mentioned Dreams so long ago. I'm surprised I remembered it myself. So yeah, or they might just come out and say that game is canceled later on this year, and that Media Molecule is being shut down. Because honestly, they're the most deadweight company at Sony right now. They need to get shut down. Sony should have shut them down instead of Evolution Studios. But yeah, so we'll get Dreams info in either a positive or negative way. Gran Turismo Sports will be there. The beta just got put out on the PS4. Graphics don't look that impressive, to be honest. I mean, some of those gifs I saw before looked amazing. This beta does not look that good, so hopefully final game does. But yeah, Gran Turismo Sport, I think we already have a release date for that. I don't care about Gran Turismo, but yeah, they'll probably mention that, because that is one of the biggest PlayStation franchises. And to close the show out, they'll most likely show off The Last of Us Part 2. Just like with the first Last of Us, the game was revealed at the Video Game Awards. Then we got gameplay the following year at E3. The Last of Us 2 revealed at PSX. We got gameplay at we'll get gameplay at E3 this year. If we don't get gameplay, I'll be truly surprised. We'll at least get a new trailer showing more of the game. We'll at least get that. I don't think we'll get a release date. They might put a year up there, but then if they do, that year will probably get delayed. So they might put up on this screen 2018. I hope they don't, because then it'll get delayed. Because we know Naughty Dog, they will delay stuff. So just don't put it up there at all. Just say coming soon or something. And then like that. If they put up 2018, I'm going to get excited, then they'll be like, oh, it's December 2018. Yeah, game's delayed, guys. We're sorry. It's 2019. So yeah, just don't put it up there. But yeah, that's it for my predictions for Sony's E3 conference. I think it'll be a pretty good E3. Nothing special. Won't beat the last few years, but it should at least be very exciting and entertaining. Me and my friends are going to have an E3 party, most likely, if we're all free that day, which I think we will be, or hopefully. I don't know about Cooper playing, he might have to work. But, we'll see, and thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to That One Nation under PC and PlayStation. Join the Vanguard. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube, of course. I have a Twitch, but I don't really use it, so don't bother with that. And, yeah, on that note, I'm out. See you guys next time. Peace.